Caitlin Clark wasn't on the floor. The spotlight shifted. And in that moment, Lexie Hull didn't just step up. She went off. The Indiana Fever, the team everyone said was too dependent on Clark, just dominated the Seattle Storm. And it was Lexie Hull who delivered the statement performance. Hull didn't hold back in her post-game comments either, letting the world know that this Fever squad is way more than just one player. So what exactly happened? How did Hull lead this team to one of their most impressive wins of the season? And what did she say afterward that has Fever fans buzzing? Before this game, the headlines weren't about Lexie Hull. They weren't about Aaliyah Boston. They weren't about Nalissa Smith. They were all about Caitlin Clark. Would the Fever survive without her? Could they even function without their superstar rookie? Fans, analysts, even rival fan bases were saying the same thing. No Clark, no chance. But the Fever walked into Seattle with a chip on their shoulder. And from the opening tip, you could feel it. They came out aggressive. They played fast. They played fearless. And they looked like a team on a mission to prove everybody wrong. And at the center of it all, Lexie Hull. But the Fever walked into Seattle with a different mentality. From the jump, you could feel the intensity. The team was moving the ball quickly, playing aggressive defense, and refusing to let the absence of their star define them. Lexie Hull has been called a role player,
a hustle defender,
a glue piece. But against the Storm, she looked like a star. She knocked down big threes. She attacked the rim. She played scrappy defense that completely threw Seattle off rhythm. Every time the Storm tried to make a run, Hull answered. Whether it was a dagger jumper, a steal that turned into fast break points, or just relentless energy, she set the tone. And her teammates fed off it. You could see Aaliyah Boston battling harder inside. You could see Kelsey Mitchell cooking on the perimeter. This wasn't just Lexie Hull stepping up. This was Lexie Hull leading. She knocked down clutch threes from the corner. She drove fearlessly to the rim. She even showed off her mid-range pull-up, keeping Seattle's defense completely off balance. And it wasn't just the scoring. Hull's defense, her bread and butter, was next level. She hounded ball handlers, got into passing lanes, and forced turnovers that ignited transition buckets. After the game, Lexie Hull was asked how the team pulled this off without Clark. And that's when she let it be known loud and clear. Hull didn't hold back. Her words, "We know Caitlin is special, but this is a team. We can win with her and we can win without her. Tonight, we wanted to show that we're deeper than people think." That one line hit like a thunderbolt across WNBA Twitter. Because she's right. The Fever have been treated like a one-woman show all season. Every highlight, every storyline, every debate. It's Clark, Clark, Clark. But Hull just sent a message. The Fever aren't a one-trick pony. They're building a unit. And when Clark is out, there are still players who can step up and dominate. Because let's be real, all season, the Fever have been treated as a one-woman show. The highlights, the debates, the drama, it's all been Clark, Clark, Clark. But Hull flipped that script in one night. She sent a message to the league, to the media, and even to the fans. The Fever aren't just about one player. They're building something bigger. The Seattle Storm came in confident. With veterans like Jewel Lloyd and young talent like Ezii Magbegor, this was supposed to be their game to take. But they looked stunned. The Fever defense swarmed. Seattle couldn't buy a bucket in key stretches. By the fourth quarter, you could see the frustration. Missed shots, turnovers, players barking at refs. Meanwhile, Hull and the Fever were smiling, celebrating, and completely controlling the tempo. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The defense swarmed, clogging passing lanes and forcing Seattle into tough, contested shots. The Storm finished the night with one of their lowest shooting percentages of the season. By the fourth quarter, you could see the frustration spilling out. Missed shots, forced plays, even some arguments with the referees. Meanwhile, the Fever bench was electric. Players were smiling, hyping each other up, and celebrating every big moment. And the fans? They loved it. Social media blew up. TikTok edits of Hull draining threes racked up hundreds of thousands of views. Fever fans on Twitter were spamming hashtags like depth and teamball. One viral post said, This team isn't just Caitlin Clark. Tonight, Lexie Hull reminded everyone. Another read, respect Aaliyah, respect Hull, respect the Fever. They're building something real. And Fever fans in the arena, you could hear them chanting, "Let's go Fever," in Seattle's building. That's how much this game flipped the script. So what does this all mean? Number one, it proves the Fever can survive without Clark when they have to. That matters, because no player, not even Caitlin, can carry a team every single night. Number two, it showed that Lexie Hull is way more than a role player. She can be a spark plug, a leader, even a difference maker in big moments. Number three, it silenced a lot of doubters. For weeks, people have said the Fever are just Clark and nothing else. But this domination of Seattle, without their superstar, proves that narrative dead wrong. And number four, it makes the Fever even scarier long-term. If Hull, Boston, Mitchell, and Smith can ball out without Clark, imagine how dangerous they'll be when Clark is back on the floor with them. Lexie Hull didn't just have a good game. She had the kind of game that changes narratives. She showed the WNBA that she's not just a hustle player. She's a leader. She showed the fans that the Fever are building real depth. And she reminded everyone that basketball is a team game, not a one-woman show. The Indiana Fever made a statement, and Lexie Hull was the voice behind it. Lexie Hull didn't just play her best game of the season. She didn't just silence critics. She made a statement. The Indiana Fever are a team with depth, a team with toughness, a team that refuses to be defined by one player, even if that one player is Caitlin Clark. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think this win proves the Fever are deeper than people give them credit for? And has Lexie Hull just cemented herself as one of the most important pieces of this rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you loved seeing Hull shine. And don't forget to subscribe for more WNBA breakdowns. Because this Fever team, they're just getting started. Lexie Hull didn't hold back. And neither did the Fever.